Lonnie Smith. Welcome back to The Rock.
Thank you. It's very, very pleasant to be back here, because I spent many years here, playing at the Pit Thought and those rooms. It was a great time during that time in that little house. We had a lot of music there.
Those years of the Pit Thought, we were just talking to George Benson earlier this week, and he was saying, he said, you'll never see that kind of fun ever again.
Never. You never see, because like what happened, it was all about the music. And because it wasn't a lot of money, the money was in the music. And the feeling of music was great. It's a different feeling because you live that experience, you play that experience. And today they don't have that experience of the life. See, what happens to a lot of musicians, they need to learn to play life instead of just notes. Because when you're playing from your heart, what happened that day, you're telling your story, and that's what it's about, telling your story. And they're missing that because they see only notes.
That takes time and patience. People don't have that anymore.
That's right. They don't have that because they want to get everything down right then. And they have that. They have all the facilities, but they don't have to use all of it, And they want you to hear everything, and they don't let it breathe. Because see, music plays itself, but they won't allow that. You see, it's just like if you're crossing a bridge, and it's a narrow bridge, and it's a little wobbly. Now, if you jump around and jump over it, it's gonna fall. You have to take it easy and breathe and take it easy to cross that bridge. When you get across that bridge, you can do it because you have space to do that. But music is in the space.
How do you create that? Because now with a younger band, you are teaching literally how to listen, how to create space, and how to live this music. Night in, night out, we get to hear that, but I can't imagine being on the stand and doing that.
Yeah, that's speaking and speaking and letting and hearing, listening to what the other fellow is playing. That's the whole thing, because we always think that we're not going to be heard. And so we want people to hear us, me. Instead of when I listen to you play or something like that, it's beautiful. I don't have to hear me all night. I don't have to hear that. I don't want to hear that all night. I want to hear someone else too, and it's fun. Making them play, pushing them, and let the music flow. I don't want them to be safe all the time, because that's not the way music's supposed to go.
Speaking with the great Dr. Lonnie Smith here on Jazz 90.1, what I've always enjoyed about your music is you've always used the music what's happening now, but put a jazz context to it, to put a contemporary context to it, so it makes it relevant for happening. Why is it so difficult for musicians today to do that, to make it relevant to what's happening to the world today?
I think they don't have any. They have to have ideas and thoughts and let the music flow from their body instead of, just like I say, because if you're playing Night in Tunisia or something like that, say, they'll play it because that's the way it goes. But I have to play that song and make that song mine. It's mine once I touch it. It becomes mine. I have to play what I feel. Not that I'm doing anything to harm the person who written it. It's that it becomes mine at that moment. I'm just expressing the way that I feel. Take for instance, like an artist, you drawing that picture. When you draw that picture, it's gonna be a little bit different from mine, but it's the same thing, but a little different because that's the way you see it. Or that camera, that Kodak moment. You see, you want that moment that it has. Now, if I get another Sony or whatever, it's going to give another look. I can take that same shot. It's going to be different, and it's beautiful. Each one of them is different. Each one of them has something to say. It's just like all the music that we play. Musicians, they have to get more together because you have rock, you have hillbilly, you have country, you have classical, you have jazz, you have hard rock, and you have metallic. And every one of those, the music is great. Every last one of them. And so we always say, well, it's classical, you know, that tune is classical. All the tunes are classical because it was written from the person who wrote it, and it's how I interpreted his song.
Speaking of the great Dr. Lonnie Smith, people started lining up for your show at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So guess what? So you gotta deliver.
Oh, man, I thought I was gonna take it easy.